Bang! Covered some
Nice.
88. Covered some 90. So wrapping up a $4,600 day as my first day back trading. What's up everyone, back here for another video. So if this is your first time on the channel, hi, my name is Alex Temiz. I've been day trading for over 12 years and I made over $16 million trading. And I know you may be asking, why are you making these videos if you made so much money trading? Well, I bought every single car I wanted, my dream house, all the watches I wanted, and now I'm done trying to seek fulfillment for material items and trying to come on here and help you guys. The last video that we did was a day in the life of a trader in Miami, and that is our most viewed video right now. So thank you everyone for the support. I think I found a really great combination of live trading, education, lifestyle, which is cars, and throwing that on YouTube here. So as you guys know, I have 4 cars, all paid off in cash, and I don't like showing it because that's not who I am. I don't buy these cars to flex. I am actually a driver of these cars. My Lamborghini I bought with 2,000 miles. I work from home and I put 24,000 miles on that car. Try finding someone else that's done that. So in today's video, you guys are gonna see me trading live, going through my process of what it's like coming back trading after taking 3 weeks off. I pretty much traveled all around Europe. I went to London, Belgium, Germany, Switzerland, Barcelona, Madrid, Ibiza, Marbella, so many different places. And now the problem is that I don't trade on vacation. The reason why I don't trade on vacation is because vacation is a vacation for a reason. What ends up happening to me is if I trade on vacation and I make money, nothing really changes. My life doesn't change. But if I trade on vacation and I lose money, man, it ruins my mood and destroys everything for me. So coming back today after taking 3 weeks off, my plan is simple. Stick to the process and walk away. No having FOMO pre-market, no over trading, no revenge trading, nothing like that. Show up, and if an opportunity is there, trade it, and that's it. So as you guys know, the last video that I did was with my cousin George filming the entire thing, and unfortunately he lives in New Jersey and I'm here in Miami. So I'm trying to do this selfie style vlog type stuff. Right now it is 8 a.m. The market opens up in about an hour and a half here at 9:30. I stream live on YouTube every single day. So, I'm gonna get my streaming stuff set up here, and then that's pretty much it. Today's gonna be a really fun day. Hopefully it all works out. So I got invited to a track day today with Timepiece Trading. So Timepiece Trading is one of the top watch dealers in Miami. That's where I buy all my watches from. And they have a private track day for their clients. Screw me, I'm just a trader, I'm not a videographer. So yeah, plan is to trade in the morning, hopefully be done by 10:30. Head over to the racetrack, which is about an hour away, track the car for a couple hours, and that's gonna be our day. So if you guys are liking these types of videos, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. And probably the next thing we're gonna start doing is prepping for the morning, probably closer to around 9 a.m. For today's potential trades. So this is our MIC chat where everyone's kind of talking about trading. These are some potential movers that are moving today. These are long-term, plays, seeing what they're doing. Nvidia's up, market is kind of, up a little bit. Every single day there's a new headline about war and oil and this and that. And the reality is no one's really believing it anymore. So yeah, let's see what happens. As you guys know, my process is relatively simple. I trade for the first hour of the day, 9:30 to 10:30. The reason why I trade between that window is because after tracking my stats for 12 years, I found that that's my ideal window for making money. I am not too consistent pre-market. I am not too consistent after 10:30. So instead of trying to find strategies during those times, I just cut off my trading. It's like when you're at the casino and you're playing cards. Do you make more money the longer you're at the table, or do you actually make more money when you walk away? So I was often, not really taught until later in my trading career that this is not like a real day job, right? So at a real day job, when you work more, you get overtime, you get extra money. In the market, the more you work, the more you trade, actually the algos take over and take your money. It's kind of counterintuitive because in the markets, you want to be able to walk away because that is how you keep the money in your pocket. I thought it might be cool to do a quick office tour. So right over here, got this alien spaceship crash landing. These are actual F1 blueprints from the Mercedes team. I got my Thanos glove here. Check this out. New York Stock Exchange, There's a bunch of knickknacks here. I really like collecting these things. You know, just kind of slow-mo through everything. Really awesome. Beautiful view outside. You know, some more art. So I love art. I love collecting. Trading setup here. And then this is actually the newest thing. My mother and father-in-law got me this Batman Beyond, you know, statue, collectible statue, which I think is really sick. Been really getting back into these old school cartoons that I used to watch, and this is just super sick. So we still got a little bit longer than an hour until the market opens, so I'll keep you guys posted. What do you guys think about this angle here? So I'm gonna be trading here. I'll try to record my screens as well so you guys see it. But again, this is really different without a videographer, so please be patient with me as I try to figure this stuff out. And I'm trying to give you guys the content that you like to see. I love trading, I love cars, but I hate bragging about trading and I hate bragging about cars. So if I could kind of create these types of videos where it adds value, gives you lessons, and then does what I love, which is driving, I think that's a win-win. So let's see what happens. Market opens up in about an hour. All right, time to get the live stream set up. We're back live here. What? No, I didn't get hit by a car. See, here's JDM. Wow, look at the money flow. JDM versus SVRE. Crazy action. We'll get into it in the next 2 minutes here. If you're joining us on YouTube, gonna probably be streaming the entire week this week as a apology for taking a vacation. Before we get into the watches, I kind of want to talk about, you know, what my thought process is coming back after taking so much time off. So here's kind of my P&L for the month so far. Before I left, you guys can see so far up around $47,000 for the month, averaging a green day of about, what is this average green day? Averaging about a $6,700 green day. As you guys know, I took no trades for the last couple of weeks because I was traveling. So this is the last trading day of the month, and it's coming off me taking time off for the month. So here's the thing that I want you guys to understand is, you know, I am super excited to be trading. I'm super hyped. I love trading. But the problem is that after taking so much time off trading, you know, it's almost like trying to ride a bike again. You know, getting right back on is the most hardest part, you know? So for me, my goal here today is just to make sure that when I start trading, that I am just sticking to the process. What does that mean? That means I'm not trying to trade the main hot stock of the day. I'm not trying to trade pre-market. I'm not trying to add to my loser. All I'm trying to do is show up and have the proper routine to trade, and that's the goal. So my goal today is to make the watch list, to stick to the watch list, follow the process, and walk away. If that leads to a green day, great. If it leads to a red day, well, as long as I stuck to the process, that's what it is. And I'm pretty sure so far for the month, you know, I am at a non-red month so far, so all green for the month, but that's only considering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trading days. Let's get started with the watch list. So CMND kind of crapped out, not really much volume, not really much attention, so kind of moving on there. MNTS kind of same thing, choppy action, not really much volume, so nothing there. PETS, yesterday Steve said it was an acquisition, so nothing there. LGCL, you know, $1 stock, nothing there. Also, one more really quick thing, as you guys know, is I like to disqualify a lot of stocks. So what you have to remember about my trading is I'm very selective and I'm very particular with the stocks that I trade. I don't want to trade every single stock just because it's moving. I don't want to trade every single play just because it's there. I only want to trade the absolute best setups. And for me, that comes from disqualifying plays, right? I always use the analogy of women because I feel like that's so easy to understand. It's like, let's say your type is like a blonde girl, right? Every time you see a brunette girl, you're going to disqualify it. So it's the same thing with these stocks. I'm looking for a reason to disqualify these stocks if they don't fit my criteria. That's that. UPC was a big play yesterday from what I saw. Big play and then faded off. It'd be nice if we get a really big bounce. You can see here, support turns into resistance. So look at this, guys, around 11. So resistance to support to support to resistance. So this $11 area is really key. So I probably watch this 11, 12, and 13 area. UPC looking for a bounce toward 11, 12 and 13 to scale in short. 20 seconds here till the market opens. Main watches are probably going to be this SVRE on a bounce to short and V-wave on a bounce to short if JEM continues to be strong. And with that being said, let's get started live trading here in the next couple minutes. The locate on SVRE is about 40 cents, which is pretty expensive, but I do think that if we bounce towards 7, it should be a pretty great opportunity. So let's see. Market is open. So if you see something bounce and call it out. So if CELZ starts to take the money flow and starts to take the attention, I could definitely look at this JEM for a short. But for now, I'm just kind of waiting, because JEM's traded a lot of volume, probably not going to die easily. CELZ, let me check the float on this real quick. Float is 3 million, not Chinese. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of volume so far too, 43 million.
So looking around, SVRE acting weak so far, but not going to chase it here. With the locates being expensive, look at this CLZ, about to halt up. If CLZ halts up, I'll definitely watch this JEM as a short.
And you guys are seeing the money flow concept in real time.
So SVRE, no bounce yet. That was going to be a pretty solid potential if it bounced. So my thought process is if CELZ ramps up, pushes up, and takes the money flow. I mean, it already traded 50 million shares of volume, CELZ.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Right.
I mean, this JEM is kind of looking weak. Considering taking a short on a bounce here on this JEM now. So I'm taking a starter here on this JEM into the bounce. 434. Just a small start. Broke the support, failing. Not too convinced about scaling in heavily unless we get CELZ to confirm taking the money flow. And the way that CELZ will confirm taking the money flow is if it continues to ramp up and push up. So I'll pull up CELZ here just so we can see. So CELZ does look like it's ramping up. So maybe considering adding some on GEM. But notice how I'm trying to identify where the money flow is going. It started off with JEM in the morning, but this CELZ is just going buck wild,
Yep.
So add a little bit more GEM here, JEM, as I see the CELZs ramping up. Under 4 is JEM, should be a nice fail. So I'm trying to say that the money is going to come out of GEM and go into CELZ. That is my thesis here, seeing the weakness coming in on these stocks. SVRE, just nonstop weakness. So that's like a dud too. It's amazing how the money flow truly exited SVRE. Look at this CELZ, halting up CELZ. Halting up. So trying to add more GEM here on this halt up on CELZ. Added more GEM. Overall average is 422. Considering that this money is going to exit GEM is my thought process. So CELZ, great call to avoid. JEM now bouncing, so let's see if it's going to be a real bounce or not. I do see some resistance here around this what is this area? Like 464. So could consider reducing some if we kind of break through that area, but in my opinion, it should kind of fail. My number one thing is I want to manage my risk, right? So if it's going against me, I have no problem reducing and getting back in. So if we break out over this 465 area and hold, I will reduce some size and reattack. It's okay to be wrong. It's not okay to stay wrong. And then on the flip side, if we do see some sort of death candle, some sort of confirmation, some sort of rejection, I'm going to add. So I'm not blindly adding to fix my average. Okay, here we go. Push up. So let's see. Looks like a fail, but not doing anything yet.
You guys are shorting GEM. Remember the lessons we talked about?
That's a fail.
Remember
trying to add. Got an ad there on that fail. Death candle. That's a fail to me. You see,
under 4 would be nice confirmation.
100%. You see that it pushed this 463, pushed it by a few cents, and then had a major death candle. So now I'm feeling way more confident. Again, I'm not adding to fix my average. I am adding after I see my thesis being proven correct. If I see a death candle, okay, here we go. I got to focus here. If I see a rejection, if I see a death candle, if I see a fail, that is my signal, man. That is my signal. Here we go. Let's see. Under 420, I'm going to add more if I can. So notice, guys, I am saying, all right, if it retests this 465 and holds higher, I will stop. I don't want to just blindly get out just because it's moving 3 or 4 cents higher. And then we got a death candle. So that death candle is giving me more confirmation. The last thing that I want to see is I want to see CELZ pushing up, pushing up, pushing up to get money flow to exit this. So finger on the trigger to add JEM if 420 breaks. Maybe I'm just going to set a stop market order. So I'm going to set a stop market order at 420. So that way, if it breaks 420, I'll automatically add. So watching to see if my stop market order fills here. There we go, stop market order filled. So notice, guys, notice I am adding to the winner as it is going in my favor. I'm not just adding to fix my average. I'm seeing lower high, break of support, fail, fail, fail. I needed to stay under 420, continue to have weakness. We want this JEM to remain under 4. So notice, guys, at the morning, this JEM was the main runner of the day. And then CLZ out of nowhere took the attention. So if you're still trying to bet on JEM continuing, when there's a new stock taking the attention, I mean, dude, it's like when you have one girl at the bar, right? If you have one girl at the bar and 50 dudes, every single guy is going to try to talk to that one girl. But if another girl walks in, that girl's going to get attention too. So let's see.
CELZ open. Sale for now.
Still 4. Here we go. $4. Come on. Come on. One more. One more. One more. Bang. Covered some nice. 88. Covered some 90. Look at CELZ ramping back up.
Yep. Money flow.
So now I am reducing profits to lock in a realized P&L cushion. Once I have a realized P&L cushion, I could then risk more on the trade if I decide to do so. So is this making sense, man? Is this making sense? So shifting my attention from ignoring this JEM and then realizing that CELZ took money flow. I mean, if this CELZ breaks over 4 again, dude, this thing is going to the moon. With that realized P&L cushion, I am now able to scale back in on bounces to get in more size. And here's the secret. When you reshort, you don't pay the locate again. So CELZ, this is, in my opinion, 100% trapped now. 100% it's trapped. It did this major move down and then just straight back up. What does that mean for JEM? So now my thought process on JEM is, where was that support? It was in like that 420 area, right? So I want to see if I get another bounce towards that 420 area to add to my winner. So trading pretty good so far this morning. Trading pretty good so far. Now what I want to do is, because I've reduced some of my position, I want it to bounce. I want it to bounce so that I could add back more. But I don't want it to bounce to $4. I don't want it to bounce to $4.05. I want 420, 430, 440 back into resistance. I'm not just adding to fix my average. I am looking for signals. I am looking for confirmations. I am looking for reasons to be proven right. And then as it's going in my favor, I want to reduce some, give myself a realized P&L cushion, and then add on the bounces. The best trade here was this stop market order at 420. Recognizing that 420 support, having a stop market order, taking the emotions out of it, and just letting the trade do its thing. So if you have not reduced some JEM into the dip, you're doing something wrong. I reduced so that I have the ability to add back on bounces. Meanwhile, the CELZ is now surpassing the volume of JEM. Out of nowhere, the CELZ came and took over the show. I'll be back on bounces. Added some on the bounce 408 on JEM. Now, using some of my realized P&L cushion, I am shorting the bounces. Look at that ad at 408, man. You see that picture perfect ad? That's 10 cents right there. So now, let me tell you a secret. Covered some more on the dip, 89. 389 minus 408. That was 19 cents a share. That one trade, you want to hear a secret? That one trade paid for the entire locate. You guys talk about 18-cent locate. That trade paid the locate. Covered more, 81. So you see how building a realized P&L cushion and then using that P&L cushion to short the bounces is what I'm doing. Sitting at 386 to reduce more. Yeah, I'll post the P&L when I'm done with the trade. My focus is the trade, guys. Covered more, 86 on that dip, had an open order. Man, first day back feels freaking great. What did I say at the start of the live trading, man? Is I want to just stick to my process, right? I don't want to overtrade. I don't want to oversize. Throughout the entire trade, I'm saying, I'm waiting for this signal. I'm waiting for this to happen. I'm waiting for that to happen. If this happens, I'm going to stop out. If this happens, I'm going to add. And I did everything according to my plan, and here's the green day. 73, covered more, right where resistance turns to support. You see this resistance 72? That's probably where it's going to end up supporting in the short term. Probably going to get out here and then go enjoy my day. So I'm sitting at 81 to get out of the rest, and then we'll see if we get it. All out.
Nice.
Done. So this is what we do all of live trading every single day. in NYC. So wrapping up a $4,600 day as my first day back trading. No stress, traded for only, what is this, 23 minutes on the day. And then this now, that brings me to exactly $52,000 for the month. And that right there is live trading, man. What a sick day, sick action. And now, next stop is heading over to the track, baby. All right, update. Just took a shower, changed. My buddy Corey from Atlanta's in town. So I'm gonna go pick him up and then we're gonna head to the track day together. So I'm gonna set up a GoPro, I'm gonna have this iPhone, and we'll take you behind the scenes of what it's like to go to a private track day. There's gonna be crazy cars, millions and millions of dollars worth of cars. I'm taking my GT3 RS, baby. Let's go. All right, heading down to the garage right now. My hands are full. I got a bottle of champagne from Neil, whose birthday it is, throwing the track day. I got a GoPro, some portable chargers, my watch, my glasses, my phone, my everything. So heading down to the car now, picking up Corey, and then heading over to the track. All right, let's do it. All right. Now hopping onto this GoPro for some footage. I hope it looks as good as I think it's gonna look. Driving now 20 minutes to go pick up Corey. Then I'm gonna probably be driving another hour to get to the track. It's 11 a.m. now. Most people are still getting to work, but we just finished up trading. We showered, we got ready, and we're headed to the track, baby. Let's go. Yo, cuz.
Peace, cuz.
What up, bro?
What up, buzzin'?
How you doing? Let's
Oh,
see.
we got the racing seats. Can't fit all fat.
What's up? You with this other you?
Yeah.
How you been, bro?
Good, man. Trip was fun.
It's good to be back, though, bro.
I was gonna leave a couple days ago, and Ritz was hit me up like, "Dude, you gotta come to track." I'm like, "Ah, I'll stay for the track."
Dude, it's so funny because when I went last time to the track day, I was in Ritz's car, which is this car. It's this car, just like a different color, and he took me around the track with him.
And
I
you
was
were like, "I gotta get one."
bro, this thing was sick. And then I went to Vegas, and then I drove it around the track, and then I got it. So now it's full circle, heading back to the same track with this car that's now mine, you know? Have you ever been to Amsterdam?
No. No.
Go while you're single, cuz. Plus, bro, it costs like money to like cover the track for the entire day. Like, it's not like a cheap thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, they rented the track for the entire day.
Yeah. How much you think that is?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think like I could be completely wrong, but like 25K, maybe more. And bro, it's so funny because like everyone on the internet is like, oh, it's like rented, it's Vegas, is that? It's like anytime like I talk about the cars or anytime I post them, I post my title of the car.
Yeah.
I post like literally the pink slip to my car, so they know that's like literally under my name and it's not rented, you know?
I don't, dude. It like people that don't have money, it really seems like unobtainable. Like when you have never been around it, you're just like, what the? There's no way.
If there's anything I learned, bro, is that there's like so much money out there.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
it's just like perspective and like what you see, but like a lot of people are just like in some pawn town
Yeah.
with pawn people around them, and they're like, what the fuck? I mean, I used to be like that. Like
Yeah.
before I had any money, I was like, what? There's no way.
And now, bro, you look around.
And then you're like, well, how do I not have trillions?
it's insane, bro. It's literally, I'm telling you, like the amount of money that exists, it just blows my mind. Because then, like, think about like what we saw, like when we were on that yacht. Remember? Like, dude, someone owns that yacht. Like, yeah, she got it from divorce, which is like kind of doesn't count, but like other people own shit like that too. And that yacht was like 18 million, bro.
Yeah.
And then probably another like 2 million a year to like run it, maintain it, staff, this, that. And you're just like, bro, what?
How I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosby's. I ain't go to Hill, man. I guess the money should have changed, though. Manish on the beach, shebang. All of my ops say that. Why do they gas me?
All right, we made it, Corey. Here we are at the track day. Let's go see what everyone's up to, Buzz. All right, time to start lining up for the track. Let me show you guys my baby. Yeah, buddy. update. I had a full tank of gas when I picked up Corey. Did about 20 laps so far, and I am completely empty. Usually there's a gas station on the track, but I guess it's closed today for some reason. So I drove 5 minutes to fill up right now. It's honestly, I'm not even concerned about the gas, I'm concerned about my tires. Probably after this, probably gonna need a new set of tires, like straight up. Bro, why else spend all this money on a car like this if you're not gonna drive it the way we're driving it? All right, we're getting ready for round 3 over here.
Hot as hell out here.
Hot as hell. It is 94 degrees today on the track. We just had some burgers, some kebabs. We're fueled up, and now it's ready to go, cuz. It's Neil from Timepiece Trading's birthday today, and he has over 20 supercars. So now he's setting up a supercar photo with all of his cars. Check this out. You got 812 super fast, 488, 765 Revuelto, GT3 RS, Cullinan. What else? Oh, sorry, there's SF90, 488, Maybach, F430, R8, AMG GT, bulletproof Cadillac, and there's more coming. All right, now we're getting all the cars together for a group shot. It has been literally 100 degrees out here. So freaking hot. Got about an hour left for the track, and to be honest, a lot of people wonder how much a track day like this costs to rent out the entire track. I asked them, it's about 35K. Honestly, it's not too bad considering that every single car gets to come and all your buddies get to come for free. They had a DJ, they had catered food, they had a bunch of stuff too, so shout out to the TPT guys. That's where I get my watches from too. Gotta get one for my wife soon. All right, we just dropped off Corey, driving all day long. Probably did a total of 40 laps on the track. Definitely need new tires, probably gonna need an oil change. Now finally driving home, it is about 8 o'clock now, so a full 12-hour day with me. So if you guys like these types of videos, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. And I think that I found a really great combination between trading, live trading, education, cars, and fun. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next video.